Hi everyone and welcome to this week's reaction. So here we are back with another reaction. We are heading to the final couple of weeks of druck of this particular season. And like I said this week, I'm enjoying this last couple of episodes way more than I enjoyed the rest of the season. I feel like, this last clips have been without a doubt the season I wanted from the beginning. And there's the saying better late than never. And in this case, late they came, but here they are and I'm happy. But yeah, without further ado, let's start the reaction and let's see what Ismail is up to this week. They really camped outside of Zasha's house? Oh, bless. I understood these two sentences. I understood them without reading the subtitles. Be proud of me. They camped outside of his house. I cannot believe. Period. Okay, at least I can say Zasha's funny. But I mean, to be friends with Ava, you have to be funny, so. It's not like they had conversations about Constantine, at least on screen. And I really hope it's not of those situations that we just are meant to believe everything that happened off screen. Show, don't say. It's what, like, Ismail kind of regained their friendship with Zasha during COVID? Oh. Okay, see? This is what I don't like. We didn't see any of this. We didn't see any of, like, Ismail complaining about this situation to Zasha particularly. Sorry, I had a little technical problem, but yeah, let's continue. I don't like the fact that on screen we barely seen their friendship outside of like the flirty looks and whatever. We have never seen, not that I remember, and like my memory is not amazing, but I would remember this, I think. We have never seen Ismail on screen complaining about Constantine that heavily. Like, we've seen the whole thing of like, oh, I'm being left alone and whatever, but it was regarding the entire instas, I think. This is what I'm remembering of. And it wasn't even true to begin with because everyone keeps including them. So what I don't understand is, how is Zasha complaining about something that they don't have that like much experience on, at least on screen? Like, I know obviously Ismail is always complaining about Constantine to Qme. It would make sense if Qme said something like this. I don't know. I'm liking the entire clip so far, but this just feels far-fetched to me. It's one of those like show don't say, because but yeah, I mean, this is one of the things that is gonna make them understand the consequences of their actions. But you see, like, the apology to Ava was what, like 3 episodes ago? And they still are doing a behavior that was the behavior that led them to do what they did to Ava anyway. So it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, it's one of those things. Obviously, I understand this is about teenagers, but you are leaving all the growth to be done so last minute, I feel. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying this because I feel like a broken record, always saying this, but these clips are coming a little bit later than I hoped they would come. Dance teacher cue me. She's so cute. Like, I saw a gift set of this on Tumblr and this is so funny. Because someone just put like their opinions on top of it. Disappointed, more like. Yeah. What I love, it's the fact that we are seeing Qme so closely in back-to-back seasons. That is what I really appreciate. It's almost as if you get a Qme season. Okay. I mean, okay. Fair enough. This is the thing. I really wish I was more excited about Zasha and Ismail, but they didn't have the development I wish they could have had. And see, like, what is this for? I mean, besties now. It just feels unearned. But yeah, like, I'm normally so invested in the ships, and I wish I could be as invested because, like, childhood best friends to lovers, come on! One of my favorite tropes of all time. It just could have been handled better if they didn't, like, were doing, like, juggling with Lou and the nonsense. It just was so unnecessary. It frustrates me because there's no reason why I should be feeling like this about the season. Like, I should be loving it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Lou. Thank you so much. I saw on Tumblr someone saying something along the lines of, when the season is over, just put all the clips in the correct order for them to make more sense. And I think that is kind of true because it's just, there was an issue with the pacing. And there's an issue with the pacing with all of this comedy, but it just felt more highlighted in the season. Things are feeling a little bit anticlimactic because of that, I feel. Not interesting at all. I couldn't care less about cars. Exactly. Ishmael feels the same way as I do. What? Okay, so are you telling me Ishmael told Lou, of all people, that they have a crush on Zasha? The person that they assumed to be crushing less than like 2 episodes ago. Why did this happen off screen? Why? Why would the main tell they have a crush on someone off screen if the relationship with said person is important for the season and for the plot? Like, don't get me wrong, if it's a crush that we'll never see, someone that lives in, I don't know, Switzerland, and we will never know about them, that's one thing. But this person is connected to the plot, connected to the season, connected to everything. Why would we find out this information like this? Oh, what about your crush anyway? Like, we as an audience know because of hints here, there, and everywhere. We as an audience know because, you know, off screen, like, the druck addicts has made it abundantly clear that Zasha has a crush on them. We've seen by the looks that Zasha gives that Zasha has a crush on them. But that is different, way different than Ishmael saying they have a crush on Zasha and admitting it so willy-nilly without talking about it. Oh my god, I don't know. You see what I say about the development not feeling earned? Like, I didn't see the pining. I didn't see the wanting and the longing for this person. For more than half of the season, I didn't see it. And now the time that we should be seeing it, we are getting this information by another character. I just don't understand. Why? If you want people to ship them on the basis of something other than how good the people in the ship look, we need more development. Tell me something. Are you someone that also ditches the person you are crushing on to meet with other people? Because if so, I'm gonna tell you, that makes no sense and you will end up single. Do not ditch your crush. Like, obviously I'm not saying prioritize them over anybody else, but maybe, you know, have a little bit more, like, compassion and courtesy towards them so you don't make them feel horrible. This makes no sense. Ishmael having a crush on Zasha makes no sense. It would have made sense if they had the clip of the realization and, oh my god, this makes so much sense. But they didn't have that. And we are finding out like, oh, like everyone already knew this information except us. Ciao. Please. Anyways, it's good that you are giving him a bit of... But yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. See, I would have loved to see more of this friendship without carrying, like, Constantine on the back burner all the time. Just, you know, to see them be friends. They could have just brought her in to be their friend. Simple as. Nothing else. And, you know, there could have been, like, the confusion of, ooh, maybe I like her, maybe I don't. But A, it would have been squashed very quickly. And B, it would have been, like, Lou not feeling the same way and being like, look, we are just friends. that would have been fine. Sorted. Episode 2 or 3. And then just focusing on the person that is actually going to be involved in the ship. Unless, unless they are making it this way so there's not going to be any ship at the end of the season. I would prefer that, if I'm being completely honest. And I would prefer that and seeing them get together at the background of another season. I wouldn't mind that because, again, not everybody gets together with their crush. And obviously, like, Scam is very nice in making it seem like all of our romantic endeavors will end up successfully. That does not happen. I cannot tell you how many crushes I had during high school that didn't end up in anything, that didn't get fulfilled. So, if that's the case, fair enough. But if they're actually gonna end up together, come on. Also, I like that this is ending on New Year's. Do you all remember what happened last New Year's? I do. Aww. My Joji has such a beautiful smile. What's happening? Also, I hate seeing Finn so sad. So sad. Self-help trip. Nice. Oh, I never knew this trio was gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have this on my bingo card. Josh, Finn, and Ismail? I mean, like I said last season, I wanted, the groups to kind of merge and bend a little bit and to find these weird combinations that I never thought they would work, but they work very well. Also, one thing I don't particularly enjoy is how we haven't seen Noha and Josh in the same clip this entire season. I don't like it. I don't like it. I know that they are not the main, but like, it's normal to see the main couples kind of interact together, and all we've got that I remember is like social media stuff, and that is not enough, I think. Do they always do this little knock? Because this is the same knock they did last time. But for someone who was mad, Zasha sure opened the door very cutesy, didn't he? Okay. Either one of you say something? Oh, that's cute. Now let's see if the apology sticks now, shall we? Oh my god, please, spare me. I mean, if you're gonna be doing this, just admit you like each other. Don't go I don't want to be a bad friend. Just admit you like the person if that's the case. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I love the whole idiots not realizing thing, but it's just not giving what needs to give. Like, it's cute, but it's not earned. And I'm gonna die with this word, it seems. I'm gonna keep saying this word. It's not earned. Cute, but unearned. And like, we knew that Zasha had a crush on them. It's not the new information. The new information is that... Oh! Okay, let me pause it. The new information is that Izzy feels the same and is now acting completely different without us seeing the whole realization of, oh, I like this person. Because for me, to be in a ship that heavily, I need to see that. I need to see the pining and the longing, and we didn't have that. We just had everyone else be like, oh, he wants to be with you, and oh, what about your crush? Like, where did this come from? But anyway, but listen, if you follow me on Twitter and if you follow me on Tumblr, you know how I'm riding for Finn and Josh. But they are really having Josh emotionally cheat on Noha in front of our eyes. I mean, I don't mind it, they're really cute, but maybe the poly relationship needs to be... No, that would be freaking weird, wouldn't it? Finn dated Zoe, yeah, that would be weird. No, just stick with your partners and stop being so cute. But yeah, another episode done. Another episode. We gone through week 8, and I don't think there's any other piece of mine that I can say that I haven't said already. I'm enjoying the episodes. I just think things are coming too late, and this old Zasha and Izzy thing, as much as I like it, is not giving what it's meant to give. It's not giving enough.
Some of y'all about to be real mad at me, but it must be said.
Because, like, in Nora's season, the romantic stuff kind of stood in the background a little bit because there was a very important story to be told. With this season, yeah, it was the gender identity, it was the Turkish identity, it had other things, toxic friendships and stuff. It had other, like, little bits and pieces that could have been bigger to justify the romantic side of it not being as big. But they weren't. All of the other storylines weren't big enough. Like I said time and time again, the writers didn't commit enough, and because of that, it just makes it not make sense. We could have had all of this, like, romance developed in a good way, just like we could have had all the other storylines developed in a good way. The toxic friendship, we didn't have enough of that, I'm sorry, but we didn't. Like, we had more of that in season freaking 6 than we had in this season. The bullying storyline wrapped and done within, like, 5 minutes, even though we had, through social media, Ava saying that it was still gonna be weird for her, but, like, the next time that they saw each other, they were besties straight away. Turkish identity, we had one clip so far. One clip. And the other one was obviously talking about people, but it was one clip. Gender issues, again, we still had something, but it wasn't highlighted enough for a season that the main selling point was that. So that is what I don't understand, is like, all of this stuff could have felt so much more like majestic and important, and it doesn't. It just feels like, okay, it's happening, I'm watching it. But with a show like Druck, that, like, most of the seasons I felt fascinated by, especially season 5 and season 6, I was like, I think about clips from those 2 seasons on a daily basis. I have this on my wall, like, I'm passionate about those 2 seasons, and the season will finish, and I don't think I will rewatch anything. I'll probably rewatch the clip with Umut, because obviously I love, like, family stuff, but that's about it. Like, I don't feel like anything this season has this thing of, like, wow, I love this. And it breaks my heart, really, because, like, not only was I super passionate about Druck before, but we waited 8 months. And, okay, in other shows it might not seem that big, but, like, it's different with the Scamverse because we have the whole, like, real life aspect of things. So that's why it kind of breaks my heart, and I know a lot of my audience probably doesn't agree with me, and again, I kind of noticed that my channel was kind of becoming a little bit of a vacuum bubble for people that have the same opinions as me. Like, obviously when I started doing this, that was not the intention, and that was not my purpose, and I felt like I was open to debate last season, but even though, like, people that gravitated toward my channel was mostly people that agree with me, but now it's just like, I don't want to hurt the people that are enjoying this season, but I also don't understand existing in this space that I can't critique something now. I critiqued it before, and I talked about it before because I liked it, but now that I'm not enjoying it as much, I'm almost like taking a space. Like, we can do 2 things. We can enjoy something very much and still talk about it when something that we don't like happens. That's the whole point of critiquing media. And that's what I wanted this channel to be. And obviously, even though I'm not enjoying the season as much as I enjoyed the other 2, I still want to talk about it, and I want to hear opinions, and I want to try and understand the people that have been enjoying this season too much. If you could tell me, like, the main things that you loved about this season, and, like, what are your takeaways as opposed to other seasons especially. I think that's it. Like, again, it's really important to me to know that my channel is a safe space for people to talk and to discuss their ideas. I'm not gonna, like, attempt to shut you down or whatever. The one thing I have to say is, it's clear that this season is being loved particularly for one reason, and that reason is Zasha. Like, it's insane to go to the comments of clips and hear more about Zasha than we do about the main. Don't get me wrong, that is not a bad thing as long as you understand and you analyze your own biases. Because if people are so willing to, like, ride behind a character that also happens to be an attractive white male, we also need to analyze, why are we so harsh on female characters, black female characters especially. It's just like, I just want this to be understood. Like, if you love Zasha for valid reasons and you talk about him and he's a comfort character or whatever, fair enough. But I think this analysis needs to be done. Is he actually a comfort character, or you are, appealed by the person who plays this character, and that kind of latches on to your opinion of the character itself? Because, again, my issue is not with Zasha and Izzy per se. My issue is them not being developed properly and people acting like they were. Them not being developed properly and them still getting more love, more attention than, for example, these two or other couples on the Scamverse that deserve so much love and attention and they haven't gotten it for XYZ. That is it. I think like this video has been probably the biggest one of, this season, because I feel like I talk too much, but that's fine. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed this reaction, and I hope you are giving druck like valid criticism, not just blatant hate, but valid criticism. Obviously, I know that all of us like to joke on Tumblr and on Twitter about stuff like this, but I myself need to be held accountable by my own opinions, and I really hope that no one is harassing actors, writers, or whatever. I myself might be a culprit of this. I don't know. Maybe sometimes on Tumblr or maybe sometimes on Twitter might have said something. I don't think I have, but obviously, like, we are all human and make mistakes. But I think that's it. That's it for this video. That's it for this reaction. Let me know your opinions about the season so far. We have 2 more episodes and my opinion might change, but I don't think it will, because in 2 episodes you can't just fix a season, in my opinion. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here. If you like this video, don't forget to, press that little like button in the bottom. If you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe to my channel and, join my little internet family. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to be uploading a bunch more of reactions for other queer content, as well as starting to upload videos regarding my personal work, my personal photography work. So if you are interested in that, just stay with me right here. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye!